As authors, we want our stories to have mass appeal. Nobody wants a reader to be bored or disappointed by a story. Because of this, some authors decide that if they want to cast a wide net, they ought to add things to their stories to appeal to demographics outside their normal audience. This seems like a good idea on its face. However, I would caution against such a move. Hi, I'm Lulu and welcome to my channel. Before we start, do me a favor, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. My sister once tried to convince me to try her cheesecake brownies and was surprised that I turned her down flat. She is well aware that I find brownies absolutely disgusting, but she figured that since she put a layer of one of my favorite desserts on top of my least favorite dessert, I would automatically like it. Well, you could apply the same logic to adding cheesecake to a 3-day-old dog turd. The cheesecake does not trick me into liking the gross flavor it's attempting to mask. Why do I bring this up? Well, imagine that the writer of a cozy romance novel realizes their audience will, in all likelihood, be mostly female. They might feel the urge to appeal to a male audience. I mean, that would double their pool of potential readers, right? The math works out, kinda. So you could throw in some gun battles, a car chase, and an explosion or two to engage the boys, but will that really get more men to read romance? Or is that more likely to put off the majority female audience who bought your cozy romance expecting, well, cozy romance? You haven't cleverly turned a book of a female skewing genre into something men will like. You've turned it into something no one will like. You combined cheesecake with brownies and expected brownie haters to shuffle it down. Worse yet, the brownie fans were really thrown off by that weird random layer of cheesecake they weren't expecting, and they're not into it. Yes, the rare unicorn of a story manages to hit the sweet spot of mass appeal like The Princess Bride, but I doubt that William Goldman was stapling on various plot elements just to pander to an audience he wasn't writing for. All those plot elements, the action, adventure, romance, fantasy, comedy, they were all there because they were natural parts of the story. Much like how I'm probably the only person on planet Earth who hates brownies, I also happen to be in the small demographic of female readers who doesn't much care for typically female skewing genres. But I don't want authors of male skewing stories to go out of their way to appeal to my gender by adding love triangles and whatnot, because men and the women who prefer male-dominated genres are going to bail if you promise one thing and deliver another. Now, before someone jumps down my throat about it, I am not saying that men flee at the barest hint of a love story. Obviously not. Most of the books and movies written for them have romance in them because romance is part of the human experience, often a very significant part. What I am trying to get at is that crowbarring in a plot element just to pander to one demographic or another is a recipe for disaster. Or at the very least, a few very big cringe moments. I mean, imagine if the writers of Predator or The Thing tried to tack on a romantic subplot. No such subplot could be worked in naturally to those stories, and it would have absolutely killed the pacing intention to try. No, those movies don't generally appeal to a female audience other than for us outliers, but they don't need to. No more than Sarah J. Maas or Rebecca Yarros need to try appealing to a male audience. They are doing just fine with the massive female-dominated audience they have. No, their books aren't my thing, but my advice to them, keep doing what you're doing. And my advice to you, don't try to appeal to everyone, or you will appeal to no one. Write what you want to write. No story is going to be for everyone, and no matter what, some readers just won't like it. At the same time, there will be some readers outside the typical demographic who will be drawn to it even if it wasn't written specifically for them. Fiddler on the Roof, for instance, was a surprise hit in Japan as the themes of eroding cultural tradition resonated with them. Nobody went out of their way to appeal to a Japanese audience. They got a Japanese audience anyway because they told a good story and they told it authentically. People like good stories and authenticity, but that's just this writer's opinion. I don't know, maybe I'm missing out on some interesting, unexpected genre combinations, but what's your take? Do you add extra plot elements for the sole purpose of capturing readers outside your genre? Or do you prefer to stick to a niche, even if that means alienating some readers? Drop your comments down below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell for more content like this in the future, and I'll see you in the next video.